have the internet, but the internet's not always a safe space, and it's not always factual.
Weird.
That is so weird. People are so weird. Like, you're weird.
That's weird.
You're weird.
Talk about weird.
Are we weird?
Talk about weird.
See what I see. You will see what I hear. You'll hear the angels sing on earth.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Wicked, and it's already getting weird. Look at this pause screen. What do y'all think of that? So we are talking about Tess Holiday and her filter fails. Tess Holiday likes to platform herself as a body positive woman, and she just came out with a book geared towards children, basically talking about taking up space, showing up as you are, loving yourself, blah, blah, blah. But apparently Tess Holiday wants to show up like this, which is with skinny filters. So that's weird. She wants to show up skinny? Weird. Tess, what are you doing? Anyway, I just want to talk about it because I'm kind of a petty little bitch, and this has just been fun lately. So let's go through Tess's, I'm just going to, I think, go through two TikToks that I recently saw that really just made me zero in on Tess Holiday for this issue. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing. Actually, no, I am going to blab. I'm just going to blab about the topic at hand. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. So we're just going to watch this video in slow-mo first, and I'm not going to point anything out. I just want to see what you see. Do you see what I see? And then I'm going to point some shit out for you. Bam! There we go. She's got this squared off jawline here on the right side, and then this eye just looks real funky. The eyes are looking weird. She's doing the big eye filter, which I find pretty easy to spot. So there's that. And then you can kind of tell that the filter just doesn't really know what to do with her jaw off to the left side. And her hair swept over to that side. I think it's kind of covering something. You can see the shadowing is a little unnatural looking. So
Yes, I'm in my car making another video. What about it?
well, the what about it is that you have this really squared off jawline that doesn't appear to be natural. Yeah, it's almost like you can draw a line. Do you see that glitch? It's almost like you can draw a line all the way like down through her shirt and her chin. See that? It's really weird. It's almost as if the filter is matching up the lines of her face with that wrinkle in her shirt. You can see it right there. Really, you can really see it right there. And then also if you look on, yes, this part of her cheek, it almost looks like the filter keeps turning that little piece of hair into her cheek. It doesn't know if it's hair or cheek. So does she pull her hair over like that to kind of hide the fullness of her face and kind of help the filtering? Because it just looks weird. And then we have the line going down through the chin again. And, you know, she gets these little glitchy points in her eyes. So it's just really apparent that she's enlarging her eyes, which will make your whole face look slimmer in general if your eyes are bigger, if your features are bigger. And we have this really pointy squared off jawline, and I put this photo on the right hand side to just show what she looks like unfiltered. This was a candid photo of her at an event, and you know, the shape of her face is much different. You know, she's beautiful. Tessa's beautiful. There's no need for her to have to filter like this. It's just, you know, I don't know. I feel like TikTok is just like, I feel like it messes with people's heads in a way. Like, I don't know. Like, you can see her looking at herself while she's talking, and it's like, we know you're filtered. We know that you don't look like this, but people, it's not even just Tess. This right here. This happens to Chantel's eyes all the time. It's so crazy. Like it doesn't look right. Like my eyes, I don't know if it's because I am neurodivergent, I'm ADHD, but my eyes, like I immediately can detect that something is off. And also with artistry, I draw faces. And a lot of times in artistry, like when something isn't drawn to the right proportions, you might know that something is wrong, but you might not immediately be able to tell what is wrong, but your brain just knows that something is wrong. So that's how I feel with these videos of Tess. Like I just know that something is wrong. Something is off. See, we have this weird line again. I really think it's the wrinkle in the shirt that's doing it. I think that the filter's trying to use that wrinkle to kind of... It's almost like it turns the body part that it's filtering off into like the hair or like the edge of the shirt or like the background, you know? I've been noticing that with all these filter videos that I've been doing. If you kind of look around where the rest of the face should be, it's almost like you can kind of see a halo. And for me, I also notice if I focus on one feature, like one eye or like the nose or the hair, you just see it kind of glitching and moving in a very unnatural way. Kind of see how the lashes kind of almost jiggle back and forth. It's just weird. And so I feel like when you're not focusing on that, it's like your eye detects it and you notice something's weird, but you might not pick up on it right away. So I notice it in the eyes a lot. And then there's this little area in the chin where it almost looks like all of these lines. See how there looks like there's a dip forming in the chin to match the dip in the shirt? I noticed that area. It's almost like the lines are kind of matching up. See right there? Do you see it? It's like the lines are matching up. It just, I don't know what else to say other than it looks weird. It looks unnatural and it looks very filtered. And, you know, Tess's entire platform is on fat acceptance, fat positivity, fuck your beauty standards, showing up, you know, as you are, taking up space the way you see fit, showing up the way you want to show up. And it's apparent that, you know, this is the way Tess wants to show up. She's filtering herself to look slimmer. So is she wanting to show up slimmer? I don't understand. I feel like it's mismessaging. It's going against her messaging. And honestly, it's not that deep. Like everybody uses filters on TikTok. I understand that. I'm not saying anybody's a bad person for using a filter, especially on TikTok. I don't know why TikTok is like the platform for it, but it just, when your whole platform is made around fuck your beauty standard, showing up as you are, taking space as you see fit, and then you know, especially like with the fat positivity, and then you come on like one of your biggest platforms and filter yourself to look slimmer. Like, I don't know. I just think that's weird. And that's nothing against like fat people. I'm not saying that I think she needs to lose weight or anything. I don't care. But I just think that like maybe she shouldn't filter her face to look slimmer. It's weird. It's against her messaging. And I think her messaging is harmful as it is, but it's like it's mixed messaging. It's like she can't even follow her messaging is what I'm trying to say. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I do think that Tess Holiday, along with a lot of other people in the fat acceptance space or the fat activism space, I feel like they are fighting for, and their activism is geared towards like protecting an E followed by the letter D, if you know what I mean. And I don't think that that's appropriate. I do think that it is okay to have a body with extra body fat and be healthy. I think that there's a lot of examples of people like that. But I also think that once you get to a certain degree of extra body fat, it does become unhealthy and it can become disordered. And I do think that, you know, advocating for that is just weird. And you know, I'm putting that message in this video again because I feel like it's really important, and I feel like the other video I made all about it really got like suppressed because of a lot of the words that I used, even though we're adults and we know these words. But anyway, I think Tess suffers by E followed by the letter D, and I also think that using filters is kind of indicative of the dysmorphia and, you know, etc., etc. So anyway, that's kind of it for that. I don't hate Tess for this. I just think it's a little bit weird. She's very, in my opinion, she seems to be very into herself, very egotistical. But I do think it's kind of an act. This is where I got that other photo from. This is like a candid shot of Tess. She went to this Clueless event and she looks really cute. I like her styling. I like her outfit. I love her hair. Well, why does she have to filter herself to look slimmer? Anyway, what do you guys think? Please be responsible and respectful in the comments, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.